Good day, mate. It's been a long time I haven't made a video, and today I would like to discuss a game I just played against a very great player, imtiaz1997. And I think in this game I was black and imtiaz was white, and I almost lost the game. However, just not sure what's going on. There were just one blunder move, and it turned around, um, which is weird. But anyway, so let's just have a look here. So MTS is white, and of course me is black. It's e4, b6 on defense, knight c3, bishop b7, bishop at g go to e2, e6, d4, bishop b4, pinning the knight, a3, kicking the bishop, bishop e7, going back, knight f4, knight f6, e5 is definitely better for white. And I think this move, knight f6, actually pretty bad for me, because by kicking the knight, then the knight has to go, and my king side is weak, and I'm actually quite destined to castle king side, and I should be careful next time. So queen g4 is the ultimate punishment, I suppose. Castling king side, which is of course a stubborn move, and basically the computer engine shows that white has the advantage of 5.5 pawn. So basically what I mean, in this position, um, white is harassing me, or able to harass me by, for example, this move, knight h5, and of course the pawn at g2, sorry, g7 is actually being threatened. So what did I do? I move g5, which is of course another crazy move. Should be just g6, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, queen takes e4, at least, reducing pressure to immediate checkmate on the king side. But of course my rook is hanging now. E takes f5. Of course the idea is to kick the queen away, but en passant, e takes f6, bishop takes f6, which brings another new problem, which is bishop d3, threatening the pawn h7, which is very weak. Queen e7 to defend that pawn. Knight takes f6. I believe I cannot take using the queen. I have to take using the rook. So basically, it's all over here. White has the ultimate advantage of 11 pawns, and just not sure what's going on. So, queen takes a8, losing rook. It's all over. Queen f8, defending the knight and trying to exploit desperately the weak f2 pawn. Simply, I suppose white can just castle kingside here and should be safe, but it didn't. Queen takes a7. It's sort of, you know, not really correlating well. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of the best moves just to take pawns, getting munching materials. Rook takes f2, which is the only thing I can do, I suppose. Bishop e3. Rook has to go. Rook is actually being threatened. Rook takes g2. And simply, actually, what can do, for example, rook f1, which is something that is quite dangerous for me. Instead, rook takes c7, which is of course munching their pawn. Queen f3, not really sure. I think it's just a desperate move. Queen takes b8, of course. King g7. Queen e5 check. King h6. And here, actually, it's a mate in 9 move, believe it or not. But it's actually still too long to go. So King h6 is the real blunder. Rook f1 is checkmate in 8 move. Queen g4 is the only move I suppose I can do. And it's supposed to be, from here, it's supposed to be like queen h8. Just to eye this pawn at h7. So rook f6 instead, which is also another alternative move. King h5. And believe it or not, this move, the next move, move number 23, raise my eyebrow. Bishop g6 check. So it's a lost forced checkmate sequence. So h3 was best. But anyway, thank you for the free bishop, I suppose. I just took it. H takes g6. And then, of course, the immediate threat, because this rook, sorry, this bishop has gone to g6. Then there is nothing defending the square of e2, which means after I take this one, the immediate threat that one has to be aware of is actually queen e2 checkmate. And do you believe it or not? Rook f7 was done, and I was actually confused. So I was sort of thinking, this guy was playing perfectly until move number 22, and then move number 23 is just a blunder, and move number 23 is basically a super blunder. And of course, the game ended up with me moving to queen to e2 as a checkmate. So what do you think, guys or girls? Do you think this guy is real, or just playing with an engine, or not really sure why? The graph itself shows something quite funny, I suppose. It's not showing, so don't worry about it. But yeah, it's interesting, if I have to say. H takes g6, and then rook f7. So from the advantage of approximately, I don't know, almost checkmate, and then 20 pawns advantage suddenly is the other way around. So, right, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think. Thank you.